Neil, it's great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Alex. I appreciate it.
Well, perhaps you could introduce yourself and Sysco.
Sysco is a food service distributor. We bring food to food away from home locations, mostly restaurants, but it includes other locations where people may be having a meal away from home. That includes healthcare, education, sporting, travel, and leisure. We are the world's leader in food service distribution.
Yes, I don't think a day goes by where in a major city you don't see that Sysco truck rolling through. And I can imagine that COVID has had this fascinating impact on your business. Tell us a little bit about what the experience has been like.
You're right. There's been an impact to our customers. And one of the most interesting things we did is we helped our restaurant customers create pop-up markets or grocerants, if you will. We've all been to the grocery store in this environment, and early in the process, we saw how challenging it was for the grocery stores to keep their shelves stocked in this environment. So we actually help our customers sell products like paper towel, toilet tissue, ground beef, fresh chicken, eggs, items that people needed that we could sell to the restaurant that they could then resell to the end consumer. So we've had to pivot our business, and it's been a dynamic environment.
What are some of the other things that you've done to adapt to these changing circumstances?
We set out on a path figuring with the amount of product we had on hand that we would need to deliver about 2.5 million meals into the local communities. That required strong collaboration across multiple departments, across multiple locations. They all had to connect virtually, leveraging technology to talk about how would it be delivered to various food banks. We're so proud to report that that process went so well. We ended up delivering 30 million meals into our local communities, and we're very proud to be able to help feed the hungry in this pandemic.
Amazing. Well, congratulations. I would imagine that in normal times, this level of volatility and change would be hard to deal with. But when we're in the midst of a pandemic and everybody is working remotely, that just amps up the challenges. How have you managed that uncertainty, and what's the role that Microsoft Teams has played?
It's kept us connected, and not only kept us connected, but has us more connected than we've ever been. All of our workforce, other than those who are on the front line delivering food to our customers, are now working remotely. We have associates across many different countries across the globe. So whether it's video conference, whether it's the calendar functionality, whether it's the chat functions, what we've learned has been amazing. It's incredible how we've been able to leverage Microsoft Teams. We've proven that we can have an amazingly efficient and be even more productive workforce in a work-at-home environment.
That's fascinating. Even more productive. Would you have thought that at the start of this?
We would not have thought that at the start of this. Many of our associates had not really worked remote or leveraged this type of technology before. It's easy to use. And within a very short amount of time, we were up and running and being very productive. And most simply, the video capability within Microsoft Teams has been very impactful for me and my team. Every morning, we have a daily huddle, a stand-up huddle meeting, and we leverage technology to be able to do that, and we connect.
We've talked a little bit about yourself and your team and the daily stand-up. How have you been using Teams and technology to connect more broadly across the organization?
In our more traditional format, we would have had a typical quarterly town hall meeting where we would have invited the entire organization to attend. Well, in this environment, we leveraged Teams to have a town hall meeting. And rather than the average 1,500 associates, we had 7,000 associates tune in live, all at the same time, to the live town hall meeting with our executives. The feedback we got from our associates is that they felt more personally connected to our executives than at any other meeting they had had. And we had better feedback as a result of the meeting setup.
And what do you think is the role that technology will play? Will it sort of recede into the background, or do you think it will remain one of the key things that's enabling this?
It's going to remain one of the key things that's going to enable this, and it's going to continue to advance the agenda and the strategies, particularly for Sysco.
Now, what have you learned from this experience that you sort of share with colleagues about remote work during these times?
Well, it's amazing to me what happens when people talk to one another, when people get together to learn, to grow, to solve problems. Good things happen when people are communicating. We have solved some big issues. We have much work to do, but we have the capability and opportunity to continue to improve by leveraging technology to do that. We're not physically connected right now, but we're more connected than we've ever been.
Fantastic, and long may it continue. Thanks so much for your time, Neil.
All right, thank you, Alex.